Do you know most people cook ogbono soup the wrong way? They either boil it too early or fry it the wrong way. That's why their soup turns watery, tastes bitter, or even tastes raw. Or the soup never stretches properly. If your ogbono soup has ever disappointed you, it's not the ingredient, it's the method. Today I will show you a simple change that makes ogbono soup thick, rich, and full of flavor every single time. So let's start with the proteins. In the pot, I have some beef and I will add some goat meat. Then I will season with grated onion, pepper, and seasoning powder. I will also add salt. Then I'll add little water, meat, and cover to boil over medium-low heat for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I will add washed stockfish. I'm using the head part. If you are using any dry fish, add it now too. Add more water, make sure there is enough to cover the proteins and cook until almost tender. If this is your first time on this channel, you are welcome to Delightful Cooking Diary. We share Nigerian home cooked recipes, food preparation, and everyday cooking. So subscribe and turn on notifications to get updates on our new videos. Thank you. In a separate pot, I will cook some assorted meat. I will also season it with some onion and seasoning powder. And I will add little water and cover and cook over medium heat for 20 to 25 minutes. A quick check after 25 minutes. I will add more water and cook until almost done. Now let's blend the ogbono seed. Ogbono is also known as African bush mango seed. Ogbono seeds are common in West Africa and are used to make rich soup. Ogbono seeds are high in nutrients like protein, fiber, and healthy fat. If you live outside Nigeria, you can easily find ogbono seed at most African stores. I will also grind some crayfish and obey, that is locust bean, and I will transfer all of them in a bowl and keep to use later. So now the proteins are almost done. I will join them together in one pot. Add washed omo, that is cow skin, and a little water. Then cover and cook for an extra 5 minutes so all the proteins blend well. So after 5 minutes, I'll separate the meat from the stove because now we are hitting the most important step. You shouldn't skip this, okay? Now mix the ground ogbono with a little palm oil to prevent lumps. Be careful, too much oil stops the ogbono from drawing properly. Now to get the perfect consistency of soup. Step 1. If your meat stock is much, reduce it. For instance, if you are making 2 cups of ogbono, reduce the meat stock to 2 cups. Next, add the ground crayfish, pepper and some more oil, and add seasoning powder if needed. Then stir, cover and let it boil for 5 minutes. This step builds enough flavor. So now add the ogbono paste, stir, cover and let it bubble for 5 to 8 minutes. With this method, your ogbono soup won't taste bitter or raw. You will achieve a perfect flavor and taste, and also perfect consistency. Now watch the magic happen. The ogbono will thicken, pull and become richly flavored. This is where you finally control your soup's consistency. So at this point, if you have extra meat stock, add it gradually. If not, add water little by little until you reach your desired consistency. Look at how the soup is bubbling beautifully. So once the consistency is perfect, add the proteins back to the soup. So everything blends beautifully and the flavors mix perfectly. Next is to slice your vegetables. I'm using fresh ugu leaf, also known as pumpkin leaf. So I have some pre-cooked mackerel fish. I will add it now and then taste to adjust the seasoning. And there you have it, thick, flavorful ogbono soup that stretches perfectly, smells amazing and tastes incredible. So say goodbye to watery, bland ogbono soup forever. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.